What other people think of you is a reflection of them, not of you. What you think of other people is a reflection of you and not them. This is such an important concept to understand because if we do not, then we're just going to take whatever people think of us and accept it as our own truth. And if we believe what other people think about us, especially if it's negative, then it harms our own self-image, our own self-belief, and will send us down into a spiral of suffering. But if we understand that what they think of us is not actually who we are, and it can never be who we actually are because it's nameless and labelless. Who we actually are is only an experience we can have for ourselves. No one else has lived your life, had the same thoughts, had the same experiences. No one knows the whole picture of you. So it's impossible for someone else to think of you in a certain way and for that to be a truth because they're seeing you through their lens of their own experiences, their own judgments, their own biases. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's just what it is. But it's important to understand that that's not you. And making that clear distinction between what is theirs and what is yours will help alleviate a lot of the suffering and the overthinking that happens when we're constantly worried about what other people think of us. And what other people think of us is honestly irrelevant. It shouldn't really affect who we are. And if it does, then we need to let go of that. And that's our work. If it's affecting us, then that means we're believing what they say versus what we know to be true for ourselves. What they think of us is never who we really are. Because let's say that we're judging someone else and we think of someone as a certain way. That usually is a judgment of some sort. It's our own thinking and our own bias towards them. Yes, they might have done a specific action. Let's say that they stole something or they said a specific word or phrase that is negative. But does that mean that they as a person are negative? We usually judge people holistically rather than just saying this is what they did. So it's very important to distinguish between what is an action that someone else did versus who they are. And any sort of judgment or labeling that we do is coming from our own thinking and not actually who they are. Who they are is changing every single second. They could be a different person tomorrow than they were yesterday. And the same for us. So whenever we judge somebody, that's a reflection on us and not them. And I mean, that person can do whatever they want and say whatever they want. That's them. But if they're judging you, that's back on them.